Trump's abortion plan. I guess he's been talking about this for quite a bit since, I guess, his campaign, and now he's starting to make a little bit more of a, I guess, a notion towards everything that's happening, and he's got a lot on his plate, which, I mean, you can't really hold too much against him because I think he's trying to appease everybody. I'm not really for anybody in the government like Trump and the whole thing. I didn't vote for him, and I won't ever vote in an election because I don't think it's right to vote for people that are, pretty much put in office and you don't even have any way of knowing your vote really counts, because I don't really think it does. But anyway, and we're going to talk about this whole abortion thing. So,
well, now each state can choose if they want to not fund organizations that provide abortions. And Trump signed that off. So now they can choose not to give grants to those organizations, even though those grants wouldn't even cover abortions. It's just for all their other services. But then, that hurts those organizations, and maybe they'll eventually close down or something. That sounds like what the goal would be.
Well, yeah, I can see a lot of that happening, and slowly we drive by one of the, I guess it would be a Planned Parenthood here. We drive by it every day, and there's always people out there, protesting or some sort. So
I don't think it's an actual Planned Parenthood. It's another
it's
abortion
a form
clinic.
of an abortion clinic, because they're always praying, and things are happening there. So I wouldn't be surprised if that, because I'm not really for abortions, but these people are, some people, have things that happen to them where they can't, pay for these things, and they really they didn't have any say-so in the matter. Like if somebody, like a woman gets raped or something like that, and they really need the abortion because they don't think that, I really don't think that's fair for the most part, for any part of that. But I think also that, like, if it comes down to, like, where, somebody's decision to have a child, or they want a child and then just decide they don't want to, I think that's wrong. I mean, that's why I think these places shouldn't be, they shouldn't even have these places like this to help people like that.
Abortion clinics?
Well, yeah, I guess, not to help people like that, but do a little bit more thorough.
Well, you can't actually.
People just go in there. Oh, I want the morning after pill because I was stupid and I want to have unprotected sex with this guy because I was like, oh.
Morning after pill won't work if you're already pregnant.
Well, yeah, I know that, but you kind of get what I was trying to say.
Well, they have abortion pills.
I just think it's kind of wrong to even support these groups anyway, to have these things. For the abortion thing, yeah, I would totally get rid of all that and just, help more with people that need help, with their pregnancies and their, to stop, and help with STDs. They give free stuff out and pamphlets and, things like that. That's what I would think these places would be better for, instead of, if maybe an abortion, if they want an abortion, they have to go get go through a doctor and stuff and, see if it's the right choice and if the person's going to get affected by it, because most people that end up having abortions and stuff, they're usually affected later by it and stuff. And I would think that they would have
I
problems.
think it would be worse to have women set up to get an evaluation or something to try to get an abortion, because then it just sets up, there's somebody's going to judge you to have an abortion.
No, but most of the time, they're therapists. They're not there to judge you. They're there to help you. If they pay for it.
Yeah, but who's going to put in those rules? I mean, you're thinking of something that's really, I think, really wouldn't be possible. You're going to have a psychiatrist that's going to go in, well, let's see if this is really what you want. Let's see if this is really going to benefit you,
Not
in
really
an honest way, not like...
It would give them the maybe the courage to, like, think about it and give them a second opinion, maybe, because their friends and family are going to give them the honest opinion too. Might as well go to a stranger that has,
I don't think a lot of family members are out there pushing you should get an abortion because for whatever reason you suck, the baby's gonna suck, something.
Yeah.
I think it's more pushing the other way, keep the baby.
I mean, I really don't even think, like, if in a rape case that you should get an abortion. I mean, maybe put the child up for an adoption. You really don't want to have a child.
But can you imagine what kind of emotional trauma somebody could go through, the mother could go through while being pregnant with a rapist child?
Women out there that, want children that can't have children. I mean, maybe something good could come out of that.
Yeah, but if she may not even make it through the whole pregnancy, she could go suicide before she even comes to term just because of everything that she's gone through. Then you have two people dead.
But in all honesty, I think that there's good and bad things that could come out of, the whole thing. And everybody has their own opinion. And some are good, some points are good, some are bad.
And see, this is the whole thing. You can't really, you can't judge somebody. That's what everybody's trying to do. Oh, you can have an abortion or you can't have an abortion. You can't make that decision yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. I mean, everybody needs to take a step back and be like, you know what? Be an adult, make your own decisions.
If people were more competent and they found out they were pregnant after they've done something unprotected or they were raped and they did a test or something and found out they were pregnant, then they can go ahead and take care of it right then and there and not just wait, it's like 8 months and then you want to try to get rid of it, like one of your friends. I mean, she wasn't 8 months, but like this chick was really crazy. I don't care if she sees this video either. She freaking dancing on a pole and stuff. It's just ridiculous. People like that shouldn't get the options for that. I mean, that's kind of like what I see, like, sometimes when I think about things like that. So it just amazes me how, idiotic some people can be, and they just don't think about their life, for one, because they got pregnant and knocked up by somebody they thought was going to care for them. But like I said, the whole rape thing, I mean, that's a different aspect of the story. I mean, personally, me, if I was a woman and I was raped and I was having a kid, I don't think I could bring it within myself to, like, kill the baby because of that. I mean, something good could happen, have a positive outcome for that child. You never know, the kid could end up being a genius and create, like, this amazing vaccine cure.
What if it was a real psychopath?
Well, then he'd probably kill me.
Tortured you and raped you.
Well, he'd probably.
You knew they had probably genetic mental problems, and you got pregnant by them.
This is.
Hey.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a second thought.
Yeah, there's a second thought. Maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? It's just, you can't really say, but I still think that they should probably have an option, and, if it happens, they get rid of it. Oh, well, I mean, people need to evolve and learn to basically just care for each other and not be so hateful towards each other, and stuff like this wouldn't have to happen. You know what I mean? I mean, if we were more polite and nicer to each other, and we didn't like look at each other with such disgust, you know, because really, what good is it? Hate is like mostly 90% of this world, and you know, everybody has to say something. You can even look at the comments on some of these people's pages, and it's just ridiculous. Why are you going to hate on somebody? I mean, you can have a debate and, you know, talk about it, but why do you have to start belittling and talking down to people because you don't think that your words are better than theirs, or you're better than them because they think that way, or it's ridiculous, and people need to lighten up.